You know that MailFx is one of my very favorite magic apps of all time. I use it all the time, especially to close shows over the phone. It's a very powerful tool to show that you are an actual mind reader, can actually predict the future. It's awesome. I love it. The thing is, I also have access to some things that not every magician has, like impression pads or other types of inputs, right, that I can use to be able to send the information over to MailFx. Performing it in person without one of these impression pads or something like that has been kind of difficult traditionally. Here's the thing. If you wanted to perform MailFx in person, you were kind of limited to what magic apps you already had. He had done some wonderful integrations with things like QR Genie, Inject, and then also allowed you to put your own APIs in there so you could use things like Vertex or Bridge. The thing is, performing it in person without a Google Peek, which we don't have through Inject right now, or without purchasing another app, something like QR Genie or Bridge or any of these things, which you still need to kind of have set up with something else, it was kind of hard to perform in person. Personally, I have access to some things that not every magician does, right? I have an impression pad and I use Mr. Smith and I can send any handwriting to anywhere and all. Not everybody has that, not everybody wants that, not everybody needs that, especially for just one effect. So what Amir did is he created the MailFx Add On Pack. And what this allows you to do is it allows you to have access to more natural inputs so you can perform in person without having to buy an impression pad or waiting for Inject to get their Google Peek back up or any of that kind of stuff. So now you're allowed to use notes. You can use like a keyboard. If you have like a Bluetooth keyboard, you have an assistant off to the side. You can do a real Google Peek or a real Google search input. So you're really on Google, really on your phone, and there's no app there. And you can also get a peek that way and then send that information off to MailFx. Now, if you already have Inject, the secret transmission still works. You know, you can't get to it or do that through a Google page right now, but that transmission service still works just fine. So you can actually use this as the transmit method still. You don't have to buy anything else. You just have to buy the shortcuts. If you don't have Inject right now, then you can purchase a custom API from Amir, and then that'll allow you to do that secret transmission back and forth too. And it's quite a bit cheaper than purchasing something like Inject. A very great option, a very forward-thinking, and a very conscientious offering by our friend Amir. So Amir, I want to thank you for sending this to me. I appreciate it. I think it's going to just make MailFx even better and accessible to more people. And if you don't have MailFx, I suggest you check it out. I will leave a link in the description down below where you can get it for yourselves. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.